Hi, we're back, and we're going to begin by doing a little exercise that will acquaint you with some of the tools. So let's go to File and New to set up a new document. And you can find some of these directions on the Scribble sheet that's in D2L, and I encourage you to print it out so that you can look them over. So when we get up our document page, we're going to start out, and at the top where it says Name, we're going to put down Scribble Sheet. The profile will be print, and we're going to do this letter size, and our units will be inches, and we'll use CMYK color. And let's click on OK. So we have our new document. The first thing we're going to do is display our rulers. To do that, we go to View and Rulers. Show Rulers. Now, bring your mouse within the boundaries, right in the middle here, of your ruler to bring down a guide 1/3 of the way. Just eyeball it. You don't have to be exact. This is a scribble sheet. And we'll bring down a second. Now remember, you don't want to be at the end of your ruler or over the ruler, but within the middle of your ruler. Let's go to the left side now and bring a vertical rule down. Again, don't get hung up with being too exact. This is just practice. Okay, so now that we have our first document divided, we're going to take off our fill. And we do that by bringing the fill forward, if you don't have it forward already, and clicking the None box. Now we have just a stroke. We're going to go to the pencil tool to begin with. And the first thing we're going to do with the pencil tool is write our name. Oh, it is a little clumsy, isn't it? Whoops. Something happened there to the J. There we go. Okay, it is very clumsy. And you see, working with the pencil tool can be a little clumsy. Let's move on now and go to the pen tool. The first thing we're going to do is go and zoom in on a section. So if you take your hourglass and you can either click, remember Control minus gets you back out, or Control 0, and let's just marquee over the second section and we'll make it large. Now go to your pen tool and don't worry about any of the options and just click, 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 click. That's how you make straight lines. You click, let go of your mouse, move it over to the next place you want it, click, let go of your mouse, click, 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 click. And if you click on your beginning anchor point, you see you get a little circle next to your pen. That means you can close it. Okay, so have some fun just making some crude line work. Okay? All right, so now that we've done that, let's navigate over to our third section. You do that by holding down on your space bar, and look, the little hand comes up. Use your mouse to just drag the document over to your third section. There we go. Now we're going to make curved lines. Again, let's go click on our pen tool and click and drag this time. And do you see you get a little handle when you do that? Click and drag and make some curved lines. Isn't that fun? All right. And you can close and continue dragging. So in that little area there, just make a whole bunch of curved lines. And don't worry if they're not too pretty. In 2 lessons from now, you're going to learn how to use and to manage the pen tool very well. Okay, so there we are. All right, the next thing we're going to do is navigate over to the 4th section. And here we're going to go to the rectangle tool. And let's just draw a rectangle by clicking and dragging. That's fine, we have a rectangle, but now we want a square. To make a square, hold down your Shift key and click and drag. Nice, huh? Now, to make a square that you draw from the center out, hold down the Shift key and the Alt key together, and you see your mouse changes, and it drags out from the center. Nice. Let's go to the ellipse tool. So go click on the rectangle tool and come down to the ellipse tool here and just draw an ellipse. Now to draw a circle, guess what? Hold down the Alt key and draw a circle. If you want to draw a circle, excuse me, a circle from the center, hold down the Shift key and the Alt key. And at this time, if you're using a Mac, remember that the Option key is the same as the Alt key on the PC. So you should be holding down the Shift key and the Option key. So let's go from the center out. So see how easy that is. All right, let's hold down our handle again, the space bar, and let's navigate over to the 5th section. Okay, in the 5th section, we're going to try some of the other shapes. Let's go here to the Polygon tool. Okay? Now, oh, look. When we pull it, it makes a 6-sided polygon. But what if you want a 4-sided polygon or a 5-sided polygon? Well, that's where you use your arrow keys. Before you let go of your mouse, just either go to your arrow keys and either add or subtract sides. Okay? Now, what if you want this triangle to be perfectly perpendicular to the edge of the paper? Well, then, before you let go, you hold down your Shift key and it will be perfectly perpendicular to the page. Nice. Okay, we've done that. Let's go to the star. Okay, whoa, we've got 5 stars here, 5 little legs on the star. But what if we want 6? Guess what? The arrow keys again. So we can put in as many spaces as, I shouldn't say spaces, as many points on the star as you like. Now, fool with making a star by holding down your Shift key and your Control key. Now on a Mac that would be your Command key, and see what happens as you draw. Ah, look how the center goes in. Now let's try it with the Alt key, and you see it goes the opposite. So you can do a lot with this, and it is a lot of fun to work with. Now let's go over to this section here. Hold down the space bar and drag over to the 6th section. Let's see now. Let's come up here to the segment line here, and let's go to the spiral tool. And let's make a spiral. I'm going to come up here to the selection tool and move this over to this section. And there's a tool here that is the free form tool. I think it's, no, it's not there. Let's see, is it here? Ah, the reshape tool. I'm going to come here to the reshape tool and just grab this. Oops. And you see I can pull it. Isn't that fun? What a lot of fun that is. Okay, so we did our scribble sheet, and I'd like you to go to the type tool now and put your name on it. And I'd like you to save it with your name on it and scribble sheet, just like it says in the instructions, and place it in the D2L folder. Thank you. The next tutorial will be on building houses. Goodbye now.